Hey. Hey. Come on in. Come on in. Hey. How you doing? Thank you for joining me this evening. I am going to be doing a general reading. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. I have a main deck, which is the Life Seekers deck. I'm going to be pulling the main cards from there. And then I have about 7 decks here that's going to clarify this. So this is going to be a general reading. I'll wait a few minutes before I start pulling cards. Thank you so much for coming in. Hey Bobby, thank you for joining. I'm going to try to read everybody's name. If I do not call your name, just know that I appreciate your time. Appreciate you joining in on my live. So this is going to be a general reading. It's going to be all signs, universal. All right, let's see what we got here. If anything resonates with you, go ahead and hit that like button. The first card is 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. For some of you, I feel like you are going through something right now. You do have the support of loved ones, whether they're family or friends. Okay, if that's resonating with you, hit that like button. If you're going through something and you feel that you are getting support from your friends or family, and they're comforting you and they're encouraging you to continue to put up the fight with whatever you're going through, go ahead and hit that like button if it is resonating with you. I'm going to pull another card. Pull another card. Let's see what we got. I have the 8 of Cups. Okay. For some of you, I feel like that you are walking away from a situation. That situation that you are walking away from, it could be a relationship. For some of you, you may be going through some turmoil within your family unit or your friend circle. You decided to choose you first, and you are focusing on the endeavors that you know that you need to focus on. If that is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. We're going to pull another card. Again, thank you for taking the time out to join me. My name is Lady EM from Vision Tarot. Let's see, what is the next card? The next card is Knight of Swords. Okay, for some of you, you know that you need to make an exit from a situation. Okay, the writing is on the wall. For some of you, this could be a relationship. For some of you, this could be a marriage. The situation has become extremely dire. You could be experiencing some turmoil. That turmoil could be, you could be suffering either physical, psychological abuse, or let's say, for instance, that you are not in a marriage, a committed relationship, but you are dating someone and the signs are there. This is your sign for you that you need to make your exit, okay? You deserve better. Okay, if that is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Does anybody have any questions? Let's see what the next card is going to reveal. We've got 2 cards. We'll pick the first one. The Judgment. Okay. For some of you, you need to be reminded that you have everything that it takes to be able to ascend to the next level. Okay. For some of you, you may have come to the realization that a job that you're currently working in right now is just a dead-end job. You recognize your worth. Okay? You recognize your worth. You need to make the appropriate step courageously to be able to move on to something else that's more promising. Okay? This is resonating with you. Go ahead and hit that like button. The second card that came out, the Empress. The Empress. You are getting ready to birth all of your desires, your wants, your needs. For a lot of you out there, you need to hear that you need to change your thinking. Okay? Some of you may be thinking negatively. Okay? A lot of you know that you have what it takes to move on to the next step, whether it is a business, whether it is a desire to be able to increase your skill set. Okay? All right, you have what it takes. You are at the point where you are getting ready to manifest and get ready to birth all of your heart's desires. Okay, if this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's see what the next card is. Let's see what the next card is. After this, I'm going to move on to love. I feel a lot of you are dealing with some situations, but don't know which way to turn when it comes to love. After this card, we'll move on to a love deck. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, you've done everything that you needed to do. Okay, now it's time to reap your harvest. Okay, for some of you, you have some things going on in your life that sort of like allowed you to, or not allow you, but has sort of blocked you from moving on with the things that you know that you need to do. You're right there, okay? But for some of you, this could be a relationship. This could be somebody that is toxic, okay? You are a positive person, but this person is toxic and they're stumbling you from reaping your harvest, okay? You may want to check that. If this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. What I'm going to do now, we're going to focus now on love. So I'm going to focus on messages of love, okay? These are the people who are either in a relationship, they've reached a point where they feel like they need to decide whether or not they want to continue on with the relationship. Some of you, there could be separation with the relationship or the love interest. Let's see what kind of... I've got a card that just came right out of my pocket, set in my pocket. Addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. Okay? Addiction. Addiction can take many forms. In this love relationship, this person may be addicted to... Thank you, Mimi. Yeah, it comes in many forms. Okay? This addiction could be sex. Okay. For some of you, you don't feel quite comfortable engaging in sexual acts with this person because you're trying to save yourself for the one. You don't want to perform wife or husband duties without that commitment. And that commitment that you need to be only looking for is marriage. You know, when you are not in a committed relationship, and I'm not just talking about girlfriend, boyfriend, especially when you know that you are a grown adult. That's for children. That's for young people, okay? They need to step up, okay? If they really genuinely care about you, they're willing to commit. If they're not willing to do so, you need to recognize your worth and you need to make some adjustments. Okay? Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't equally yoked. A lot of people. And you have to ask yourself, what is more important to you? Is it more important to you to settle and set yourself up for disappointment? Okay? If this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, I encourage you, if anything that I'm doing or saying is resonating with you, go ahead and follow me. I'm going to pick another card from the love deck. It's going to be Messages of Love. Okay, this came out. It says different pages. We have two people that's on two different pages. Okay? You and this person don't share the same vision. Okay? It's really easy for people in the very beginning to be able to give you the notion or idea that you're on the same page. They're doing this, they're saying this because they want to see eye in eye. They want to see eye to eye with you because there's something that they want from you. Okay? It may not necessarily be a committed relationship. They may just want you for your body. They may want you simply because they're lonely and they need to be in companionship with somebody. And sometimes when they're doing that, they're not necessarily looking to be with you long term. They're just with you because they're just holding you as a placeholder until they feel that something better comes along. Yes, you're right. They gaslight you if you're not careful. The key goal is that you need to be keen to what's going on in your situation. Okay? Don't be anybody's fool. Okay? Don't be anybody's fool. Hold people accountable. I'm going to be honest with you. People who really don't have the right intentions, when you hold them accountable, it irritates them. It makes their ass itch. It's irritating because they just want to deal with you the way that they want to deal with you. Okay, if this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's see. Let's pull another card. Okay, one just came out. It sort of like set itself over to the side. So I'm going to pick that. Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Okay? You have a lot of people out here who have traumas. And because of these traumas, it creates blockages. Those blockages create obstacles in your relationship. Okay? It's important that you be able to have very calculated conversations. You know, Be careful about when you talk to this person that you're in a relationship with, or someone who you feel like you would like to be in a relationship with them. It's important that you speak, okay, from a loving place, okay, because there's a lot of hurt people out here. Childhood wounds. Yeah, a lot of people don't even realize that they have a problem. People have a hard time really understanding who they truly are. It's very important that we do self-evaluations of ourselves. Look in that mirror. Try to understand who you are looking at. Ask yourself, is there anything that's deep and hidden that could stumble me and create obstacles in my relationship or potential relationship? If any of this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. I also encourage you to also follow me. I also do give personal readings if you are interested. I'm going to pick a few more from the love deck. What I'm going to do, I had picked a few cards from the messages of love. I'm going to pick a few messages that need to be conveyed to you from the Hidden Truth deck. Okay. This is also a love deck as well. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. What do my watchers need to hear? What kind of confirmation do they need to get in reference to their relationship? I am afraid to contact you. Okay? If this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Okay? This could be you having an issue with contacting the other person, or the other person contacting you. You'd be surprised. You look at people a lot of times and they seem like they have high self-esteem of themselves, but they have low self-esteem. Their low self-esteem will prevent them from successes in their life. In this case, since this is, we're talking about love, it could stumble them in terms of relationships. It could fracture their relationships. This can also affect them in their family, their friendships, their careers. You have some people who are too afraid to make the next step, to take that next step to move forward. If this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button, okay? Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to make the next step when they know that they know that they know within a shadow of a doubt that they are dealing with a toxic situation, okay? They're dealing with a toxic situation, and this could be detrimental to their mental health or physical health. But if this is resonating with you and you really want to reach out to that other person, reach out to them. This is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's see what else we got from the Hidden Truth Oracle deck. Let's see what else we got. What we got here? sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. This is in relation to a relationship. Maybe somebody is in separation right now. Maybe we have somebody that you're not talking to, your significant other, the person that you want a relationship with. Okay, this could be you, this could be the other person. Okay, so if some of you have had some sleepless nights thinking about that other person, you need to focus on some self-healing. You need to take your mind off of this situation. This could make you sick. This could stumble your sleeping. It could affect your mood. It could affect your job. You need to get a hold of this. Nothing or no one should prevent you from getting proper rest. This is resonating with you. Go ahead and hit that like button. I'm going to pull something from the self-care deck, okay? Because I feel like we have some people that may be on, that may be hurting or feeling some kind of way. Pull something from the self-care. Self-care oracle. Okay. Too many cards came out. I'm just going to pick the top one because I have two. Sex. Okay. Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything. I'm not encouraging anybody to fornicate or do anything like that. But the sex card came out, okay? Sex can be healing to the body and the soul and the mental state, okay? I'm pretty sure a lot of you remember Marvin Gaye. He's one of my favorite artists, and he is an Aries brother, he's an Aries just like me. That's my Aries brother. Okay, the song Sexual Healing. Okay, so I'm going to read this card. Spirit is telling me that some of you, you could be in a relationship or a marriage, and for whatever reason, the sex you need to look to that person for sexual healing. You need to talk to them. You need to try to work things out. But I'm going to read this self-care message about sexual healing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the card while I read it. This mantra that you want to tell yourself is, I am experiencing the cosmic orgasm. There's a deep well of joy, bliss, and healing available to us through sex when it is treated as a sacred experience of divine union. To achieve the deepest states of pleasure and connection, we must have an open heart and body, trust, and be able to hold the frequency of pure presence. Tune into your body's innate wisdom to uncover what kind of sexual experience or lover you would like to call in. Through this reflection, acknowledge your sexual history and be honest with yourself about any limiting beliefs, blocks, or trauma you need to work through. If there is a lot of unpack here, you may need to seek the support of a professional. As you grow comfortable exploring your own body and your lover's body, as well as expressing your unique essence, desires, and emotions, you will find additional layers of pleasure. Sex is one of the most incredible ways to cultivate your potent life force energy, also known as Kundalini or Shakti, which you can channel into all areas of your life. Okay? Journal prompt. So you might want to take this down, either using a writing instrument onto a piece of paper or text this information to yourself and your mobile device. And I'll repeat it a few times just to make sure that you have this information that I'm conveying to you tonight. This is a question that you need to ask yourself. What kind of sexual experience would you like to call into your life? For those of you that don't want to have any kind of physical sex, this is something that you can think about. You can meditate on. Work on manifesting into your future. Okay? If any of this has resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. And I also encourage you to follow me. And if you are open to your own personalized reading, go ahead and reach out to me by clicking on to my profile. There is an email link there for you to be able to easily click on and email me to request a reading. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope I gave you some insight, some helpful insight. All right. Yeah, so you all have a wonderful evening. And again, this is Lady E from Vision Tarot. Take care.